Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Peace to the gods. Hatep, Yazar, Rahubat, Yazar. I just want to clear something up for these peoples who think that the Wunuwapians, Nuwabians, etc., you know our many illustrious titles. Thank you, the world over. Thank you to the world over. Much blessing be upon Imam As-Sayyid Isa al-Hadi al-Mahdi alayhi wassalam. Amen. Descendant of the great Muhammad Mustafa Amin Ibn Abdullah. I want to break something down to people, because you can't come into the frame of Wunuwapu and claim what we say is this or that. You can't give us definitions to our own word. You see what I'm saying? I'm referring to Wunuwapu Yi. Wunuwapu Yi or Nuwapu Yi is the language of the Nuwabian, no matter what his form may be. My form of Wunuwapu and my understanding of Wunuwapu is the understanding of a monotheist concept. I don't believe in henotheism. I don't believe in polytheism. I believe in a strict concept of monotheism. So when I hear the word Natiru, you say the supreme beings. That don't mean that to me, because I have my own definition of what Natiru means. Natiru to me means my supreme. Natirat means our supreme. And Panatir means the supreme. Furthermore, you Sunni Muslims get your concept of Tawhiyd, you Muhammadans, because I'm a Muslim and I don't like Muhammadans very much, but I work my way around them and I keep to the right knowledge, right wisdom, right understanding for the 9 reasons to reach the 9 knowledge in order to enter into the 9 ether. You know what I mean? But the point that I'm trying to make is basically your concept of Tawhiyd comes from our ancient concept of Kuluwm, the All. And the All is one entity that is a mental force. If you don't believe me, check out the sacred wisdom of Tahuti, which most of your monotheistic religions try to plagiarize and fail miserably. You see what I'm saying? Because Kuluwm, if I say, let me put it this way. If I say, Inan Ayadna Kawun Fin Shil Kuluwm Fi Kuluwm Waham Fi Kuluwm. You see, that's the element. That's the element. That's your Tawheed, Wahid, Ahad. The oneness, the unique one, and on top of it, the alone. Because the all stands alone with no equal. You can't equal the all. You can't. So when I say my source is the Natiru, My source is my supreme. You follow? My source is my supreme. Now that I have a meager understanding of my own dialect and my own tongue, and I've been vibrating on 9 for the last couple of days, chanting my way back into the vibrational field that I should be rested on. But I will not drop the 7 of the Hindu and go totally 9. But I will vibrate on both channels, on both dimensions. Why? Because of the doctrine of correspondence. 9 exists, 8 exists, 7 exists, 6 exists. Do I want to go 6? No. But do I need to know 6? Yes. So I study their deen. Right? They say deen means religion, so I study their religion. But at the end of the day, I gotta go back to where I came from. See that right there? That's what I mean. See? That's one of my Natiru. That's one form of the all, Al Kuluwm, Tawhiyd, that is supreme, Pa Natir. You see what I'm saying? That's why I question your so-called monotheistic concept. Because if Allah is one, then why would He include a we in His speech? And you can say, oh, that's the royal term and the royal language and the rah, rah, rah and the re, re, re. The royal language in which you speak of doesn't exist in Arabia. You can't tell me that. It doesn't exist. There is no royal lineage in Arabia. So why would Allah in His infinite wisdom speak to you in a way that is not of your culture if your book came down in your tongue? Muhammadan, I see you. Muhammadan, not Muhammadan anymore, Muhammadan. Muhammadan. Muhad, you demon. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Your concept of Allah as being we, or saying that Allah is the best of planners, or that Allah is the best of creators. When you say things like that, you allude to, whether that's overtly or subvertly or covertly, implying that there is other creators. Forgive my accent, but let me give you an example. Sajada wajiya lolati wa khalaqahu wa shaka samahu wa basharahu bihodihi wa kuwatihi fatabarakalahi asanu khaliqin. Khaliqin is creators. Why would Allah say He's the best of creators? Or why would you say Allah is the best of creators if Allah is the only creator? It doesn't make sense. You're not fooling me. Tawheed is Al Kuluwm. That's what Tawheed is. Allah is Pa Natir. Allahu Fa Natir. Surah 35. Fatir. The originator. And that's another name that you don't have on the 99 attributes. And another name you guys don't list on the 99 attributes is the name Ahad. Yet you use Suratul Ikhlas to prove your concept of Tawhiyd, right? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Qul huwalahu ahad, arahu samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakurahu kufuwan ahad. I see your game and it's sickening. It didn't bother me before because I didn't have as much knowledge as I have now. But it's really getting to me. Quran says Allah has a face. You say, no, that's not what it means. It means something else. It's symbolic. Then you say in the same instance, or in another instance, not the same instance, because if you were that stupid, more people would catch on to the games. So in another instance, you say, no one can interpret the Quran because only Allah knows its meaning. Then you say, this is a book with no doubt. If there's no doubt, why is there so much variance in Islam? Whether that's Sunni, Shiite, Sufi, Black Islam, Black Muslim, etc. If there's no doubt, then there should only be one way to read and everybody would understand. Something is going on. You have killed the message of Islam. You have killed the message of Islam. And you won't even take Islam back to its roots. Because you see that right there? That's Muhammad. That's Muhammad. That's Muhammad. Let me say it again. That's Muhammad. Swallow alayhi wassalam, carrying the Ankh, the eternal key that brings eternal life. And then you say, oh, you shouldn't have images of the prophets or anybody, yet you carry ID. It's either you stay in your country and follow the rules of Islam, because in Islam, as far as I have studied, there's no such thing as an exception. Anybody who is ruled under an exception, that rule is fraudulent. So if you make an exception to have ID so that you can travel amongst and around the world, it's either you travel amongst the world or you follow the edict of your Islam. And I'm not saying Islam, I'm saying your Islam, because your Islam is not what my Islam is. I don't know what your Islam is. Actually, I do know what your Islam is. I've studied it hard. Hard. The biggest thing that gets me is that in the Quran, it states in verse 5, chapter 5, verse 82, that the nearest to the Muslims in Iman is those who say that we are Nazarene. But amongst them are Kisisina. And then they make that word out to mean monks and devoted men of study. No, Kisisina are the adepts of Pauline Christianity, not that of Isa or Yeshua. Let's get that clear. If you want to go that route. You know what I mean? Because you have to remember one thing. Christianity fathered Islam. I've been over this already with the incorporations within Islam. It was Christians and the leader, the head of Christianity, who you make to be Jesus Christ. He said in Quran and in Bible that there would be another one sent after him, the Spirit of Truth, or the Paraclete. Paraclete meaning in, I believe, Greek, if I'm not wrong, Paraclete in Greek means the comforter. And they say that one of Muhammad's names is the comforter. But let me go back to Muhammadan, okay, for a minute. One of Allah's attributes is Al-Hadi. Okay? You see it there. I gave you the evidence. It's written on the wall. And that's what we always go back to as Wunuwapians. What is on the wall? Because it stands apart from falsehood. Right? Because my Allah said that he knocks out falsehood's brain. See, a lot of people probably watched my videos that I put out before this one. And I can tell that there's going to be a different response to this one, because this time I'm coming full force. But the reason why I showed you the name Al-Hadi is because I seen some calligraphy in a book that said Muhammadu Al-Hadi. Muhammad is the guide. I also seen in a masjid, there was the calligraphy that was beautiful. I'm not denying that. The calligraphy was beautiful. And one plate had Allah and the other one had Muhammad. And they were on the same level. If I put Muhammad beside Allah, that means I'm giving him a partner. Muhammad's name should be below Allah, not even and equal to it in the masjid. So those who want to say, oh, Wunuwapians worship many gods and they're polytheists and they don't believe in the oneness of Allah. No, we don't believe in your oneness of Allah. I know the oneness of Allah, and the oneness of Allah is Al Kuluwm, and Allah to us in our tongue is Panatir, the Supreme, aka the source, and then back to your language, Allah. Alihatin, Allat, Allat, your feminine form of Allah, which you say does not exist, yet you have it in your Quran. Surah 52, under the name the Star. All of your words that deal with deity have their root in Aleph, Lam, Ha. Just as we in Wunuwapu have Panatir, Panatiru, Panatirat. The Supreme, my Supreme, our Supreme. Right? So you have Allah, the source, Allahumma, our source, Allat, the female source, Alihatin, our source. It's in your Quran. You can try to deny it, but it's there. You can't brainwash one of the golden children. Holla back and get with me. Woo, nuwap, boo. Holla, I'm out, man.